Hi everyone, I'm Cody from Pak Athletic Club and Be Beautiful Foundation. Our nonprofit project aims at promoting a healthy and active lifestyle amongst individuals living with intellectual or developmental disabilities. Today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite brands and sponsors, Blueseventy. Before we get started, don't forget to write down discount code BBF20 for 20% off your next purchase from Blueseventy.com. As always, don't forget to give us a like, share, and follow at our channel and social media pages. You can find us online at Pak Athletic Club.com or ZooPakAC.com. That's ZOOPAKAC.com. Both go to the same place, as well as BeBeautifulFoundation.org to learn more about our nonprofit project, community engagement, available resources, and counseling team. Okay, so before we jump into things, let's talk a little bit about who Blueseventy is. The name B70 stands for the fact that the Earth is covered in 70% water. Since 1993, Blueseventy, who is headquartered out of the USA, has been creating products to help swimmers reach their personal achievements. They've been seen at the highest stages of triathlon, including wins at Kona, the World Championships, and Olympic gold. So they are a competitive swim brand by swimmers for swimmers. They are the premier brand for swimmers. There's a reason all of our top-level athletes and our entire team are wearing Blueseventy. If you go to any of the big stages, you're going to see their name. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit more about their wetsuits and some of their other products and why we like Blueseventy. So let's start a little bit about their team and support. First and foremost, as a competitive swimmer and coach myself, I am going to be speaking about some of my experiences and a lot of the feedback that we get from our team and our athletes. I have personally worn the top-level wetsuits in most of the big-name brands. If you name it, I've probably tried their wetsuit. I am an Ironman swimmer myself, so for me, those long-distance swims, I am going to be prioritizing comfort and performance above all else. In front of me, I have the 2022 Helix wetsuit, which I got as my intro to the Blueseventy brand. I got from a friend who, was using the suit a lot. I've had it now for a couple of years. I wear my suits all the time. It lasts. I'm going to show it off in a minute. And then I have our newest suit that came out in 2024. Again, their Premier Line Helix suit that is just my own, that I want to get my hands on to be able to try out their newest equipment. Fun fact, this specific suit is the first 2024 newly designed, rebranded with the new logo wetsuit that went out in America, even pro issues. Mine was the first that went out. I got it from just wanting to work with a new company, get connected, and them really believing in the Be Beautiful mission and what we do to help promote a healthy and active lifestyle for all individuals at all ages. They are an incredible brand in being a performance-based athletic brand. Their entire team is extremely knowledgeable about all of their products. They can answer tough questions for athletes looking to get the most out of, a really expensive product in the Premier Raceline suit. That's not to say that other brands aren't knowledgeable. That's not to say that other brands don't know what they're doing or don't offer a premier product. They certainly do. But when it came to customer support, when I was talking with the Blueseventy team, one, they really liked our mission. They enjoyed talking to us. They enjoyed taking the feedback from our team. They were able to answer difficult questions that were pertaining to racing. Specifically, when I was talking with some of the other brands, we either did not get the attention that our team was trying to give them in support, or they couldn't answer difficult questions about their products. They were not at that same level of expertise about their products as Blueseventy is. Especially when it comes to everyone that I've spoken to at Blueseventy has been a competitor swimmer at some point in their career, if not pro or collegiate level at the minimum. That was not the same kind of expertise I was getting with other brands. So when we got connected to Blueseventy, we really felt at home. Talking about their Helix wetsuits. By far and large, the most comfortable wetsuit I have ever worn. No question about it. I myself am 6 foot. athletic build. I typically race at 190 pounds. When I am out of season, as I am right now, I'm typically a little heavier, about 200 pounds. I carry a lot of muscle, so having a suit that I can get in and out of and be comfortable in and have a full range of motion is very, very important to me, especially when I'm starting the race at 190 for something like an Ironman event where I'm factoring that into the weight I'm going to lose if I'm starting the day at the most heavy. So Blueseventy suits are the most comfortable because they offer this really unique design. I'm going to show Blueseventy suit where their zippers, unlike other brands, their zippers actually start at the bottom and then you have to pull them up to get out of the suit. What that allows Blueseventy to do is offer a lower neckline. Because the zipper buckle is at the bottom, they can bring the neck lower. That helps reduce wetsuit rash that I've gotten really terribly from other brands, especially at the mid-grade brand, before I knew how a wetsuit was supposed to feel and perform. And when I was getting into the sport and I wasn't ready to make a big investment in a high-quality performance product, I got really bad burn on the back of my neck that would affect my races. Above all, Blueseventy is easily identifiable because they have blue in their wetsuits, which is very unique. So in addition to having one of the most comfortable suits, I think they also have one of the most stylish suits. And anyone that knows me knows that we like to joke around about how it's not about how you perform, it's about how you look. Well, I like to prioritize performance above everything else, but if I can also have something that looks fantastic, I'm willing to spend a little bit of extra money. And Blueseventy actually comes in a little bit cheaper than some of the top level competitors. So tons of benefits, tons of quality. I want to talk about their 2024 suit. They got a redesign, which I think looks absolutely phenomenal. The attention to detail is out of this world. I love the logo down the inner forearm. I love the new redesigned shoulders. I love the new look. Coming down to the new logo on the back of the legs. It's just a small attention to details that really add up. Even on the inside of the suit, they feature their logo for when you're flipping your suit inside and out to dry, as you always should with a wetsuit. Now, I am very fortunate. I own 2 Helix suits because this is my race-based suit. This is my training suit. You want to remember that with any high-quality wetsuit, the materials that you're paying for in the higher-end suits are really delicate, so they are more prone to tear. So it's always smart, if you can, to have 2 wetsuits so that you can beat up your training suit and have something that's going to last on race day. Blueseventy does make their own wetsuit sealant. Again, this was a used suit that I put additional wear and tear on and continue to use. It's an investment that's going to last you for years, but I made a rookie mistake when I first got it. I did not know how much thinner these suits were, and I did put a little tear on the exterior. It didn't go through. They do make their own wetsuit sealant with instructions that's really easy to use. It's like a really stretchy rubber that goes into the suit. It can clear up any nicks or scratches. I just wanted to be safe and make sure it didn't expand. Something really important for you to learn how to do or have access to if you're going to have one of these high quality wetsuits of any kind. So with the new 2024 design, they redesigned the shoulder, talking about comfort again. They now have this seamless shoulder design that allows for increased flexibilities in the shoulder. As I said, I have very broad muscular shoulders. So for me, being able to have that wide range of motion is extremely important. I do get shoulder pinch and restricted movement in other top tier level suits as well, especially in the mid-grade suits. I'm going to talk a little bit about construction. Their arms are made out of Yamamoto 40-cell neoprene, which is a very high quality product. Tapering down into the arms, they use a 1.5 millimeter thick neoprene. In the forearms, where we have this beautiful logo texture, is a hydrophobic permeable textile that's really going to allow for more feel in the water through the pull. As we know, if you're really one of those advanced swimmers that can utilize that technique, you want as much feel as you can get. This suit definitely provides that. In addition to the reverse zipper that we talked about, lowering the collar, having more flexible shoulders, you're really going to feel comfortable fast and have great feel in the water, which is going to contribute to a faster swim. Moving into the chest, the hips, and the quads, they use a 5mm neoprene to increase buoyancy everywhere you need it to help you stay streamlined, and 4mm going into the legs to keep your legs, again, in that streamlined position and providing all of that buoyancy where you need it most. The men's and women's suits are a little bit different, having specific gender contours that are going to help the suit fit the way it should, and they feature 3mm side panels going into the hips to allow for a more natural rotation in the water, again creating more freedom of movement so that the more advanced swimmers can take advantage of their technique in the water and ability to stay streamlined and have a full range of motion. Moving down into the legs, a feature I want to talk about for the more muscular athletes in the field, they taper into a 1.5mm neoprene with a flare. So one of the things you're paying for in a Premier suit is the ability to not just have a buoyant, streamlined approach, but also having comfort, and also the ability to get in and out of a suit. Having this tapered and flared ankle, for me, who has very developed calves, allows me to get in and out of my wetsuit very quickly in transition. This is, without a doubt, no questions about it, the easiest suit I've ever owned to get in and out of, and I can move through transition twice as quickly. So if you're a triathlete, especially one with muscular shoulders or muscular legs, and you struggle getting out of a wetsuit, this is going to save you valuable time in transition to catch up to your competition. I have had to cut expensive Premier wetsuits at the ankles to be able to allow myself to get in and out quickly without getting hung up. With this, I don't need to. It slips right on and right off exactly the way I want it to. The suit feels great. When it comes to sizing, I wear, in my race suit, where I race at about 190 pounds, I wear a medium large. My 2022 suit is a large, so I tend to be right in between the medium large to large length. When we call customer service and ask, you're going to be met with expert support, and they had a swimmer who had a similar experience, and he was able to guide me to the best decision. I could either be the biggest size for medium large, or I could be the smallest size for the large. So when I tend to be a little heavier, as I am now at 200, the large fits me absolutely fantastic. And when I'm in shape and at race weight or a little bit lighter, the medium large fits me phenomenally. Now, I have raced in this suit this past year in April at closer to about 198 pounds, and the suit fit and performed excellent. It is rated to 55 degrees. I live in the Northeast states, so we had a cold water swim that actually measured in exactly at 55 degrees, and the suit was extremely comfortable. I was wearing a thermal cap. I chose not to use booties or gloves because it was a short swim, and I wanted to be able to prioritize getting out of the wetsuit and onto my bike as quickly as possible. My torso and everything stayed very comfortable. The thermal hat that I was wearing was fantastic. It was not a Blueseventy hat, and I learned from my mistake because it was slipping. Blueseventy offers an amazing thermal cap with a strap, so when you're on those cold water swims, it's not going to move around. It's going to keep your ears warm as well. We fixed that mistake. I have one coming for the holidays. I can't wait to try it, especially in my April races. Now, the only place that I ended up getting cold, because 55 degrees is a very cold swim, was in my ankles, in my calves, into my feet, and that might have to do with the thinner neoprene leading into the tapered ankle. However, that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make for most of the season when I'm not racing in cold weather. Blueseventy does make a thermal wetsuit that is rated to 48 degrees that I will be looking at if I'm planning on using more cold water races at the beginning and ends of the year. So I would love to be able to get my hands on one of those and try it. Again, it's rated to 48 degrees as part of their thermal lineup. I know for a fact that for how good this suit did at 55 degrees, that thermal suit is well worth the investment if you're a cold water swimmer. I have used their booties. I forgot to pull out the gloves, but I have worn them in training, and they work exceptionally well to make those cold water swims comfortable. I've worn them at under 60 degrees, right around that 58 degree in lake swims, and for a cold water swim, I was doing pretty well. So I think with the addition of the cap, that's going to provide additional coverage around the ears. It should make a very uncomfortable swim very productive. In addition to their wetsuit lineup, they are a swim company. They do make racing tech suits for the pool. I myself am not a competitive pool swimmer, so I haven't worn their tech suits. I do have friends that have raced in them at the collegiate level that absolutely love them and swear by them. I tend to use their jammer swim lineup in the pool. We have a lot of our team uses the same equipment just for training swims, for pool swims where you don't need that full tech suit. They also make their own line of swim buoys, paddles, kickboards, swim caps, you name it, they make it. And in addition, they have their clothing line as well. But I really want to talk about how excellent all of their product line is for in the pool. They make a lot of really cool products that fit great. They last for a long time, which is the biggest quality point that I use. I've ordered tons of stuff from other big name brands that aren't necessarily swim brands, and in the pool, they tend to wear out pretty quickly. I'm in the pool about 4 days a week. My other jammers from typical sporting goods stores tend to wear out in a couple of months. My Blueseventy stuff tends to last me the entire season, if not more. I have one pair that's going on its second year now. I have my other stuff coming for the holiday. I can't wait to get into them. Their sizing chart is exactly what it should be. So if you go on their website, follow the sizing chart, and you'll get put into a product that you know is going to fit well and last. Additionally, I want to take a second to talk about their transition bag, an essential set of kit for any triathletes in the field or anyone just looking for a premium backpack that's going to fit all of your needs. For anyone that knows me, I'm a backpack enthusiast. I love getting new bags. What sets this part aside is the amount of versatility it has. It's quickly become my favorite go-to bag. Talking numbers for anyone that really enjoys this kind of stuff, it has a 32-liter interior that has additional side pockets on the inside and a laptop pouch. I like to put my Vaseline and my swim skin and anything on race day in those side pockets to keep stuff separate. It has a 12-liter wet bag on the bottom that separates the dried top, so you can put in your wetsuit immediately after a race. It's going to keep everything up top dry. It has ventilation to dry out your wetsuit while it's in the bottom, or any additional gear coming from the pool. Up top, it has a zipper that allows for an expandable top for your helmet on race day. It makes a huge difference. So it can fit your aero helmet. It has an additional liner on the very top that has a microfiber interior to keep your glassware safe, like sunglasses or visors. Side pockets to throw your water bottles in, a couple more front pockets for any additional items that you're bringing with you on race day. You can comfortably fit with room everything you need to go to transition. And best of all, it does fit size requirements for flying. It is 22 inches by 14 inches by 8 inches. I've flown with it on Delta, United, and another airline, Spirit Air. I've never had a problem getting it through bag checks. It fits under your seat, so you're going to be able to take it with you and a ton of gear with you on days that you need to travel. So again, Blueseventy, it's the swimmers brand. Everything they make is absolutely amazing. It's the best stuff that I've used either in the pool or open water swimming. They make a ton of additional gear that I can't speak highly enough. If you can get one, I highly recommend the Helix suits, BBF20 for 20% off your next purchase from Blueseventy.com, and they do run holiday sales, so take advantage of those while you can. Of course, everyone, don't forget to give us a like and a follow. Facebook and Instagram at Pak Athletic Club and Be Beautiful Foundation. We truly appreciate all the support. Don't forget to give us a like, share, and subscribe so we know to continue making content surrounding our favorite brands and just honest feedback. And as always, thank you for the love and support, everyone. Hashtag Be Beautiful. We will see you next time.